Our first guest tonight is a former wrestler with 3 Guardians of the Galaxy, 2 Dunes, and a Blade Runner under his championship belt. Next, he plays a hitman in The Killer's Game. It opens in theaters Friday. Please say hello to Dave Bautista. Very trim. You look.
Thank you.
You look trim. How thin? How much weight have you lost since your peak?
Well, a couple years ago, I put on a lot of weight for a film called Knock at the Cabin.
Okay.
And I went up to 315.
315.
Yeah, and I'm about 240 now.
240 now. Hold on. Let me get some paper and I'll figure this out.
And I've been trying to shed that weight since, and I've just now kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, I feel good, man.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been, and also you've been like. You look good.
Yeah, thank you.
It's funny because I saw a picture of you. I'm like, oh my God, he lost like a whole person.
Yeah. And I'm still 240 pounds. People talk about me like I'm anorexic.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
I'm 6'4", 240.
I was hoping I'd be able to beat you in arm wrestling, but as soon as you walked out, I thought, no way. No. Your style is evolving as well. Yeah. This is from the Toronto Film Festival last week. Here you are wearing Are these pearls that you're wearing?
I wore pearls, yeah. I've always wanted to wear pearls. I thought this is the suit to wear them with, and I broke them out and I wore them, yeah.
That's something you've always had in your mind? I like to wear pearls?
I just thought it was kind of cool and edgy, and I see that men have been wearing pearls lately.
They have.
And I thought, man, I'm going to sport some pearls.
You know, it's funny. Why wouldn't, men will wear, you're wearing a necklace right now.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't men wear pearls?
Exactly.
It does make sense if you're going to wear any jewelry.
Diamonds and pearls, man.
Are they real pearls that you're wearing, or are those phony?
Those are very expensive pearls.
Very expensive pearls. Did you have to give them back, or do you?
No, I bought those, yeah.
You bought them?
Yeah.
So you have them in a thing like grandma kind of.
I
do. You've been a part of, I think more than most actors, you've been a part of these big, great casts. Like you were in Dune 2, you were in this cast with all these different people. Did you ever imagine I guess when you were wrestling, you were part of this great cast also.
Yeah.
But do you ever imagine you'd be like mixed up with all of these movie stars?
No, it's even when you say it out loud or when I see it written somewhere, it's like crazy to me. You know what was the craziest thing ever, I think? Because I haven't been part of all these amazing ensembles of really talented people. But I actually got to screen one of my films, Glass Onion, to the...
that was a good one, yeah.
I got to do an early screening for that film for the cast and crew of Dune. And,
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you invited them to see the movie?
I did, yeah. We got an early screening, so we put it, we had a theater, and I started inviting people, and it ended up being a lot of movie stars there.
Were you nervous about that?
It was crazy, and this was nerve-wracking for me, because I was like, oh, man, being judged by your peers is
yeah, they could kick you out of the movie if they didn't like it, right?
And I didn't want to, get up, I didn't want people to be uncomfortably, have to.
Who was there?
Did a great job.
Who was at the thing?
Everybody was there. Well, not everybody, but most people from the cast were there. A lot of the crews, Denis was there. My fondest memory of that day was Javier Bardem's reaction to that film.
Oh, really?
Because he was so excited about it. He loved the film so much, and he was just laughing and dancing at the end of it. And it just made me feel so validated and good, because I love Javier so much.
Oh, he's great, right?
But seeing him dancing after the movie, and I think he looked at me differently. So, like that type of validation, he was like, yeah, maybe you can act.
And you started off even before wrestling. You were a bodyguard for a lot of these movie stars.
I was. Well, I was a bouncer in D.C. for 13 years.
Okay.
And so in between bouncing jobs, I would take security jobs. And
who did you work with, security-wise?
I did a night with Billy Idol. I looked out for Marky Mark when he was still with the Funky Bunch.
Is that right?
For like a day I came to D.C. Jamie Foxx came in and performed. And
do you ever run in, does Jamie remember that?
It's a funny thing. I saw Jamie at the NAACP Awards a few years back. And I said, hey, man, you're not going to remember this, but you came into D.C. at Constitution Hall, you did the show, and I was your security. And he didn't remember me, but he remembered the day, remembered the show. And I was telling him that it was really great, and I can't believe I'm standing here talking to you now. And he goes, look at you now, brother. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy, like one of those surreal moments. Like
yeah, that is a strange moment. And it's great, Guillermo, I hope you're hearing this and
yes, I am.
realizing
Yeah, I am.
that
Of course, yeah. I like you, man.
yeah.
Great.
Look at you now.
back then.
Yeah, look at me now. Yeah.
Look at you now.
You had long hair back then, right?
Yeah.
In fact, we found a photograph of that's you. How old are you in this
I think I was
picture?
about 24 there.
24,
Yeah.
and you shaved your head when?
Well, I started shaving my head. I cut my hair probably like, I don't know, 7, 8 years after that because it was just so thick and hot. And so I cut it, but I actually started shaving it when I was wrestling. And I shaved it and I was fine being bald. I love being bald. And then one year I tried to grow it back out and it was like, it just didn't grow in the way it used to.
So how long has it been since you've seen that full head of hair?
Oh man, it's been easily 15 years now.
Well, I have an exciting surprise for you. I know it's been a long time since you and your hair have been together. There it is.
Oh my God, you
We've
found my
styled
hair. Where have you been?
Yeah, oh, look at that. Dave Bautista, everybody. We'll be right back. That is Dave Bautista in the Killers game. It opens the Killers Friday. That's fun, huh? Yeah. Beautifully shot, also.
This is such a fun film. This is actually a rom-com disguised as an action film.
I like that.
It really is.
And it's you play an assassin who's misdiagnosed.
Misdiagnosed with a terminal illness right when he falls in love for the very first time.
Yeah, perfect. Very good timing. Do you find that, like, when you're doing these action scenes, that you're better at them than most because of your wrestling experience?
I don't know if I'm better, but I'm really comfortable with them. I think, yeah, from wrestling and from the martial arts that I've done over the years, I think I'm just somewhat good at it and pretty comfortable with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like fight scenes.
You like fight scenes. Are people ever foolish enough to fight you in real life or try to fight you?
Yeah. Even when I was bouncing, like when I was super massive, the people were trying to pick fights. I actually I had some guy half my size one time. I was in a Fuddruckers. I was in a Fuddruckers, and I was there minding my own business. I was there, and I was with my girlfriend. He started talking about my girlfriend, and I turned around. I just said, "Dude, what's your problem?" And he jumped up in my face, and he said, "I don't care if you're big. I hit you 3 times before you hit me once." And he was so in my face and so aggressive, I pushed him, and he ran around like he was losing his mind. He was like, "Oh, no, no." And I'm wondering what this guy is doing. And he picks up a wet floor sign off the floor, and I'm thinking, no way this guy's gonna hit me with a wet floor sign. No way he's gonna do it. Crack. And he cracked me right in the head. He then cracked me in the head with a wet floor sign, and then he tackled me into the salad bar. The salad bar shattered. It was. So yes, the answer to your question. People actually, they pick fights with me. And I don't want to fight. I would rather hug it out.
Yeah, right.
Conversation.
Yeah, that's crazy. I guess he's fortunate that you didn't decide to kill him after.
Well, I choked him a little bit.
Oh, you choked him a little bit.
I choked him a little bit, and when the police came, they charged me.
They did?
Because I pushed him, and they said that started the fight.
Oh, wow.
I was like, yeah, so they ended up dropping the charges. But yeah, but now I choked him a little bit. And
wow, trouble at Fuddruckers, you know? It's kind of stuff that doesn't happen to a movie star. I bet you didn't tell the Funky Bunch about that incident,
I didn't tell Mikey Mark. No.
Well, it's great to have you here. The movie is called The Killers Game.
Yeah.
It opens at the movies on Friday. Dave Bautista, everybody. We'll be right back with James Adone.